What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets, and I'm back with another video. And this is pretty much 30 minutes off of just happening, but it's official right here. Let me go ahead and like it while we're here. They pretty much confirmed the inevitable. We all knew, all the signs pointed to it with the announcement of the definitive edition, which was just about what? A week ago, May the 14th, right here. Today is May 23rd. So they gave it about 9 days to get those final sales, but it's confirmed right here from the Mortal Kombat official account. We are hearing players requested for continued game support. We are hearing players request for continued game support of Mortal Kombat 1. And while we will continue to support Mortal Kombat 1 through balanced adjustments and fixes, there will not be additional DLC characters or story chapters released from this point on. We understand this will be disappointing for fans, but our team at NetherRealm needs to shift focus to the next project in order to make it as great as we possibly can. And I think this kind of goes hand in hand with what I said not too long ago when this pretty much came out and it was obvious that this is what was going to happen. I'm looking at the verbiage in the tweet. As you see, they say there will not be additional DLC characters released, or no, DLC characters or story chapters released. So when I see the word released, that means to me they were created. It's a difference from saying there will not be any more made, or there will not be any more shown, there will not be any more added. They're saying released, which gives us credence to the fact that they had a plan in place. I've heard MK Tom Brady say this a lot. We talked a lot about how some people were getting on Ed Boon's case, saying that they continue to lie, but I think this just comes up from above his pay grade. When they say released, that gives me the impression that it's made. And it is kind of strange, right? Because you put a lot of time into working on something, you want to see it come to fruition, but to pretty much have something else made, I'm sure they have Combat Pack 3 done. I'm sure that they have whatever the next DLC story was going to be. I'm sure that's done, whatever happened after Chaos Reigns. Who knows how much farther they plan to take it if they had proper support from the fans liking the game. But when I read this verbiage and it says DLC characters or story chapters released from this point on, that lets me know it was created. So you guys who were looking forward to Jade, you probably were going to get Jade. If all the rumors were true about Combat Pack 3, you probably were going to get that. We understand this will be disappointing for fans, but our team at NetherRealm needs to shift focus to the next project in order to make it as great as we possibly can. Now, they're saying the next project, so they're not making it obvious if that's going to be Mortal Kombat or Injustice. And I know that some people sit on both sides of the fence with this. Some people said they need to give MK a break and just focus on Injustice 3 and then go back to MK and the next installment after that. And I used to feel that way too when this all kind of first came out. But as the reality set in of how disappointing the overall Mortal Kombat 1 experience was, I really am sticking true to my guns. I want the next game to be Mortal Kombat. And that last sentence that says, in order to make it as great as we possibly can, I hope that's true. And as I said in my last video, when we pretty much had the definitive edition announcement, and I said, this is the humble pie that they need, I really mean that. I think that this is like, some people would say like the next game can make or break the community. And I personally think that this is like a time for like reflection and getting back to the basics. I think the next Mortal Kombat game will be the best Mortal Kombat game ever, because I think if you look at the last 4 installments, you kind of know what you need to do based on sales and response, right? So let's say for somebody like me who really didn't play a lot of Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat X is like this, it's got this this like folklore to it. Like, people seem to love this game, and they went a different direction in Mortal Kombat 11, but then Mortal Kombat 11 sold extremely well and people played it for an extremely long time. So I think the best answer going forward is somewhere in the middle of that. It just depends on what you like. I enjoyed the footsies. I don't really want a run button, but I wouldn't be against it considering how it's implemented properly, right? I'm not mad at regenerative meter, but I'm also not mad at earning meter like Injustice in Mortal Kombat 1, like Injustice 2 in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm not mad at first hit getting you that second bar of meter immediately. Like, there's a lot of different directions that this can go, but I think that the best thing that they can do is focus on what was accepted and what was not. So in this case, Mortal Kombat 1 should be as if it never existed, because the reality is the things that you have in Mortal Kombat 1, you already had in Mortal Kombat X. So you really don't even need to focus on Mortal Kombat 1 to any capacity. You know that Mortal Kombat 1 needs to be a 1v1 fighting game. If you want to add some flair to it, make a 2v2 mode on the side with the main characters. But for the most part, you understand Mortal Kombat needs to be a one-on-one game. It's always been a one-on-one game to the people who genuinely love it. Of course, there were some alterations from that, but overall, Mortal Kombat needs to be a 1v1 game. So let's start there, right? Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't really need guest characters, even though some of the guest characters in the recent installations were some of my favorites. I really enjoyed Ghostface. I really enjoyed Spawn. I really enjoyed Omni-Man. I really enjoyed Rambo. In Mortal Kombat 11, I enjoyed all the DLC, even Joker as well. In Mortal Kombat 11, sorry. In Mortal Kombat 11, I enjoyed all the DLC. In Mortal Kombat 1, some of them were fun, but some of them weren't. It just depended on what your interests were. But I think overall, this humbling, confirming it within 9 days of the definitive edition announcement, is no more skeletons in the closet or anything else to hide behind. They'll make balance adjustments and fixes, but I think we're gonna get a balanced patch or two, and then it should be done. And honestly, I'm cool with that. Like, let's just move on for this. Let's act like this never happened. It's nice to see them confirm it instead of leave us in the dark forever. But I really think that hopefully WB is enforcing their hand for the next game. But I think the next Mortal Kombat game can be amazing, and I think that it needs to be Mortal Kombat 12. This timeline doesn't need to exist. Mortal Kombat 11 had a great ending to it. A lot of us were looking forward to the Great Kung Lao, which is what I thought we were going to get. I made a video about what the next Mortal Kombat game should look like before we ever got this announcement, and they pretty much strayed all the way away from what I was expecting. So I think that if we can just find the perfect medium for you to satisfy everybody in the middle, find something in between Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X. Make it look like Mortal Kombat 11 but enhanced. Give it some things from Mortal Kombat X, but don't stray so far away from Mortal Kombat 11 that you like do something different. Just find the perfect medium spot, and then whatever that perfect medium spot is going to sell, because we're going to buy Mortal Kombat because we want to see it do well. So it's going to sell, but when it comes out and it does sell and it is accepted properly, because you say the greatest game that we possibly can, that needs to be the foundation going forward. Whatever you come up with between Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X, while ignoring Mortal Kombat 1 for this next game, whatever you come up with, the formula should be somewhere in the middle. And then when and if that formula works, never stray from it again. Always build upon it, always enhance it, but never ever make another Mortal Kombat that doesn't fit whatever this next legacy system is going to be. Put it somewhere in between Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X. Make a great game. Give us as many characters as possible. Kid out the moves as much as possible. I mean, you gotta go over the top with content. This game should have everything that Mortal Kombat 11 and X had combined and then some. But this whole Mortal Kombat 1, this weird money grab that kind of fell flat on his face, I feel bad about it. But at the same time, sometimes you just need to get punched in the mouth and go back to the drawing board and get it back right. So it's nice to see that they confirmed it. Somewhat bittersweet, but hey, here we are. You know, Combat Pack 3 was going to be a thing. Additional DLC was going to be a thing. As I said in this tweet, they said there will not be additional DLC characters or story chapters released from this point. The fact they used the word released instead of added or whatever kind of other word they could use, it's like they're intentionally saying, hey, we had it. I think they're making it a point to say that. Like, they wanted to say we had it, it was coming, we didn't get the financial support that was needed, maybe we didn't deliver the best game, but in this next game, we're going to focus on giving you guys the greatest game possible. We understand this will be disappointing for fans, but our team at NetherRealm needs to shift focus to the next project in order to make it as great as we possibly can. And I really hope that that project is Mortal Kombat, because the reality is, like, we just need redemption. As far as I'm concerned, the last Mortal Kombat game we got was Mortal Kombat 11. I don't consider Mortal Kombat 1 a Mortal Kombat game for various reasons. Yes, we have the characters in it, but it's not a Mortal Kombat game. It never felt like a Mortal Kombat game. And I hope that it's kind of a thin line, right? Because I've heard Max say that the NRS team needs a break in regards to Mortal Kombat to just kind of like clear their mind and come back to the drawing board. But I also think that giving us Injustice 3, which makes Mortal Kombat 11 a release in like what, 2018, I think that game was released. We get Injustice 3 in 26, 27, probably an announcement next year. We get that game by 27, which means that game has run for 3 or 4 years, and then we don't get Mortal Kombat again in 2031. It's 2025 right now. I just don't want to wait that long. I want the next game to be Mortal Kombat. I want the focus to be Mortal Kombat. I understand that this can be frustrating and put a lot of pressure on that team to come up with something good. We don't even need an announcement within a year. Just don't give us the announcement till like next summer in the Game Awards or some shit like that. But overall, just make the next game be Mortal Kombat. Make the foundation be somewhere between Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X. I think most people would be happy with that. As somebody who doesn't even play Mortal Kombat X, I wouldn't mind going back and playing it just to experiment and kind of find what the medium could be. But overall, the next game has to be a smash. It has to have the skins. It has to have the content. It has to have the gameplay. It has to have a proper fighting system in regards to how you go about meter and breakaways and combo breaker and all that shit. It just has to hit. If you're gonna have guest DLC, that's cool, but maybe let's prioritize some of the Mortal Kombat universe characters that didn't make this game or that were going to be in Combat Pack 3, right? Overall, I just hope that it's great, and I hope that they get back on point, and it's just nice to see that this is confirmed, because now we can all just kind of let it go and move on. Everybody can just let go of the hope and the cope and just, hey, the next Mortal Kombat game is going to be great, and hopefully it's going to be the next game from NRS. With this being confirmed, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you sad that it's over with? Are you happy just to get that confirmation so we can move on? How do you feel about Mortal Kombat 1 as a whole? My lasting thoughts is that Mortal Kombat 1 isn't a Mortal Kombat game. Now I'm going to play it because I've taken quite a break from it, and I've been enjoying playing it the past week. But overall, this was never a Mortal Kombat game to me. And it's finally nice to just know that it's over with and we don't have to hope anymore. We don't have to deal with it anymore. By next summer, considering that it's May right now, by next summer, we should have the next announcement for whatever the game's gonna be. I'm hoping that it's Mortal Kombat, and I really, really hope they deliver, because when this game was announced and we got that first trailer, that CGI trailer, man, the hype was through the roof. It felt like a glorious time. It really felt like it was gonna be a glorious time, and then the gameplay just ended up being disappointing overall. And you know, that's just the reality of the situation. So they confirmed it. It's over with. Let me know in the comments, do you guys want the next game to be Mortal Kombat? Do you want it to be Injustice 3? And how soon do you want the announcement to be? So the next time, it's your boy Lou Streets. I'm out. Peace. Bittersweet day. Bittersweet day.